Hey, what's up? It's Adam Smith from the CommanderSmiths, and it is Proxy Time. This week, working on Mana Crypt, one of the best mana rocks in the game. It's quite an expensive card, so it's about time that made a full art proxy of this bad boy. So stick around and see how I turn this Mana Crypt into a full art proxy. All right, gang, we are working on Mana Crypt today. A much needed card to be made here. I have not... there's just been some really good art as before. Why I've haven't done some proxies and taken a while to do some of these proxies is there's good ones out there already. So I really haven't done them. And actually, a lot of times what ends up happening is, especially with the new stuff, how Wizards has been making... the collector's ones where it's full art. I almost feel like there's no need for me to make it because mine's going to be pretty similar to that. But then I just felt like I got a lot of requests from people on our Discord wanting the Mana Crypt. And so I thought it was about time. And actually, we're going to do a little something special. We're going to use the old school art of it. Now, most full arts you see actually is the new one from Double Masters, which that's what I'm using. Double Masters, but it's not of the other art. So I have not seen a lot of the original old school one that was made for Mana Crypt. And interesting, Mana Crypt was not ever like in a set originally. It was from, I think it was a Judge promo, if I'm not mistaken on that one. So that's the art I'm going to be using. I can show you that really quick. That's what I'm going to be using there. I did a little bit of editing here to clean this up a bit. So we're going to use that. Okay, I think everything here looks pretty good. This is probably one of the better. I like using this a lot. I don't use it more than Sol Ring, but sometimes I like to use it probably more than I should. Like, I prefer this over Sol Ring, except I know Sol Ring's better. I just like zero drops. Zero drops are really fun. So that's why I like using this card. All right, so what do we want to do here? Do we like having this background in? See, if I just did this, you're not going to really... I'm just kind of seeing how that looks. You almost need that wall to give you that crypt feel. So what I might do is have that kind of take up part of the image on this side. And so it kind of... that brings some dimension to this. This is going to be a pretty straightforward proxy. And in fact, I didn't even think ahead like I did last week to where the CommanderSmith logo is going to go. So that'll be interesting once I get there. But I think that's probably what I want there. Let's crop it and just make sure on this first. Yeah, so this card, I actually originally, this is the reason I'm going with this one is I had the Discord vote on it. And this is the one that people wanted more than all the other arts. So this is the one we're going with. And actually, I think it's a pretty solid one to go with. All right, so I think that looks good. You get that wall feel, and I'm going to pull part of that off of there. Let me make sure that I'm not too far. Whoops. Oh, you know what? Why this one's being goofy? Here's an interesting thing. Oh, that's why. I did the wrong one. We want to do that one. I was like, why is it being all goofy? All right, so let me see here. So I'm going to be cutting out part of that, and I kind of want that tap in there so people understand that part. So what we're going to do is we're going to move this back a little bit. I'm going to redo my crop. And we're going to shift this over just a bit. So we're going to use the arrow key and to give me a better idea, because I really want this tap symbol to be in there. So let's keep that there. Put that there. Let's move it over until... Okay. I think that's probably pretty good because we'll come down through here. We'll cut off part of that card there. Maybe I'll move over just a little bit. I think that looks pretty good because we're going to have the wall come through here, go up like that. All right, so recropping. Let's get that crop back in. And because I already did it, I actually have to draw it. It doesn't pop up, whereas normally it just pops up. All right. Even it out on each side there. Okay, that's pretty good. So we're gonna do a lot of cleanup on this one. Let's first get rid of that symbol there. So let's stamp right next to it. Stamp. There we go. Now it's just that. Next, let's get our back layer here. Stamp. Let's kind of start with the top. All right. Yeah, we're going to make it really feel like part of the picture there. So yeah, Monocrypt is a pretty sweet card. If you don't have one, I highly suggest getting this card for your toolbox. Yeah, that looks cool because then it looks like the Monocrypt is going around the corner there. It's a good card to have. You have a 0-drop that gives you 2. If you use it smart, you don't necessarily, if you don't have anything to cast that first turn, if you have it on your turn 1, don't play it because it's a 0-drop. You can do it at any point. Don't worry about taking that 3 damage. That's really the downfall of the card. I do try to put it in a lot of decks. Maybe more than I should, but that's fine. It's a good card. And I have, good for me, little sounder, but I have the Inventions one. Oh, so I spent a little bit, got it when it was cheaper. It's obviously, it was tripled up in price from when I got it. All right, see how that, oh man, that looks really cool. I like how that's turning out there. Okay. So, like I said, this one's a really quick one. There isn't much more you really want to do with this. It's pretty straightforward. You can clean up the lines, make sure that this is solid going there. I'm just trying to see if I want, I'm not actually pressing down. I'm just seeing what else I could do there. Making sure I'm correcting my lines. Okay, we did need some cleanup, I believe. Maybe actually that cleaned up what I was going to clean up there. Let's see the top. I don't like this line here, so let's clean that up. So let's take that out to there. Get rid of that. Then we'll clean up on the side. Back to my stamp. All right, that's good. So kind of trying to figure out where to put that CommanderSmith logo. I might actually clean up the top part there too. There's that line I don't necessarily like. So we'll clean that too. Make these a little more solid. And I do see some shadow on the other side. Might hit that up. Let's see if that gets rid of that. Yeah, okay. There, that cleaned it up. Zoom out. Let's get to our 70%-ish. Looks good. CommanderSmith logo. Where are we doing this? Where are you going to go? I really have no idea. This might be last week where I sat for like 15 minutes trying to figure out where to put that dang thing. I don't even think it did Control C. Get that over there. All right. Maybe just making it part of those blobs over there. I could make it distort it a little bit and make that crease come in there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to distort the way I want it to. Okay, maybe we can get it right in there and distort it just enough so that... Okay, let's do that. Oh, come back here. Let me distort you. I do want to see through a little bit so I can see what I'm working with. All right, so we're right on the corner there. Some might try to move it a tad. Skew. Oops. Why are you beeping at me? I didn't do anything wrong. You're going to keep beeping at me? There we go. It's not doing what I want. All right. There, that more feels like that bubble feel to it. So it's a part of that. Ah! I could mess with it more, but I actually liked how that turned out. And I may keep that down even more, actually. Just don't want to bring too much attention to it. Also don't want to make it so you don't ever see it. So let's go 23 on that. Okay. I can dig that. The other spot it could go is right in there. And then I erase part of it there. I might like that more. Because then it makes sense to have it a little bit lighter. So let's do that. All right, so we need to go back to there. We got our stamp tool. Let's zoom in. Let's just erase part of it there. And it doesn't bring too much attention to it. And I may even get that line, kind of cut it off there. Okay. I can dig that. That works. Well, there it is. Monocrypt. That was pretty easy, wasn't it? That was probably one of my quickest proxies that I've done. So, all right. Well, that should do it for Monocrypt for Proxy of the Week this week. You like this video, please subscribe to the channel. You can also see all the other Proxy Time videos that I have there. You can also follow us on Twitter. That's where you'll see, if you do hashtag Proxy of the Week, you can see all the proxies that have been done. Not all of them have a video like this one, but you can see a bunch of them on there. I'm Adam Smith from the CommanderSmiths, and that was Proxy Time. We'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye. Take up.